Dawn. The silent water starts to ripple. Sunlight heats the air, and 1,000 species are about to wake up. The Everglades rank among the most biologically dense ecosystems in North America, and with the promise of a warm day, the scene is about to get very crowded. As the morning sun climbs higher, this purple gallinule has already spent hours looking for breakfast. Like a hummingbird, her feathers are structured with billions of tiny prisms. Refracting the sunlight, she's painted with iridescence. At barely a foot tall, she's only 200 grams, slightly on the small end for her species. But despite weighing as much as a pigeon, her feet are easily twice as long as a common dove's. One toe alone stretches nearly a quarter of her body length, giving the purple gallinule the second longest toes in the animal kingdom. And while it may appear that she is perfectly adapted for the trees, her true mastery lies elsewhere. Not in the air, nor on land, but on water. Like tennis rackets on soft snow, she can disperse her weight across the pads. Long, slender toes are common among waterfowl, but she alone uses them in quite this way. Placing her steps carefully, she can avoid sinking while she searches for food, and search she must. She will spend most of her waking hours overturning leaves and lilies, all while delicately balancing on a network of soft vegetation. You may not expect it of a bird, but she's quite the agrarian. As she walks along the flora, she occasionally prunes the stem of a sickly plant in hopes of stimulating fresh growth. Whether consciously or by instinct, she's actually farming the water lilies. A true omnivore, she'll eat nearly anything. Seeds, spiders, lilies, and frogs. Even the eggs and chicks of other birds. But today, she's on the lookout for cranefly larvae. Carefully inspecting the undersides of the giant pads, no larva is safe on her watch. Dexterous toes means she can easily manipulate the leaves for a better view. With all the focus of a detective, she analyzes the foliage. Constantly shifting position, she can better make sense of who's hiding beneath the ripples. Time to investigate. Her keen eyes pay off. Rich in protein, this larva is one of many small but vital meals that these wetlands provide. It's breakfast fit for a queen. In mid-January, it's the height of winter here in the Everglades. And this season brings unique opportunities. At the southernmost tip of the Floridian Peninsula, seasonal temperatures vary much less than for the rest of the continent, with temperatures only dropping below freezing but once in a decade. Winter is distinguished by another feature instead. Wetlands depend on an abundance of rainfall, and this early in the year, there's hardly any. As water levels drop, aquatic life is now forced into small, shallow pools. And for piscivorous predators, that's an all-you-can-eat buffet. Someone looks interested. It's a warm day, and this cormorant is doing everything he can to cool off. Maybe it's time to go for a swim. If the vegetation is too densely woven for leisurely swimming, and you're not able to walk on the water lilies, you're left with no choice but to go under them. He paddles along the pads, scanning the underwater canopy for catfish and cichlids. He's an excellent swimmer, but there's one trick that makes him a world-class hunter. Unlike most diving birds, cormorants don't have the thick oils that usually keep feathers waterproof. which means that the cormorant has the unique ability to waterlog its coat. With each dive, his feathers become more and more saturated with water, turning him into a hydrodynamic missile. He locks on to a target, follows his prey with a steady eye, and plunges. Mission accomplished. By swallowing the armored catfish head first, the sharp pectoral spines are pressed flat against the scales, and he can safely enjoy his meal. A quick rinse to wash the taste of catfish out, and it's time to perch somewhere to digest his dinner. But how can you fly when your wings are soaked with water? The answer is simple. You just need a good shake. Determined ruffling helps to reintroduce air into his sodden plumage and get rid of sagging water weight. The successful hunter is now light enough to spread his wings and take off down the runway. Helping himself with his feet and shedding water with each wing beat, he takes to the air. He will spend the rest of his evening drying off in the winter sun and prepare himself for the next day. You could spend a lifetime studying the secrets of these wetlands and still barely scratch the surface. But one thing is very clear. The birds have figured it out. The Everglades does not reward the ordinary, but for those shaped by these swamps, feather by feather, generation by generation, it provides everything.